Welcome back to our channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, your time. Thank you guys for your continuous support. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Turn on the bell for more video. Welcome our new members to the old ones. God bless you. If you're passing by, please join us. As you're supporting us, may the Lord support you in everything you lay your hands. Amen to the news and details. Guys, everything you need to know about Nigeria is in this video. I will urge us to patiently watch this video to the end. Though it is long, but it is very, very educative. Once again, Dele Momodu has, this is a bombshell. In fact, he just scattered everywhere in this video. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And the full credit goes to Dele Momodu. Please watch.
So, if you still believe in Nigeria, and of course, for as long as Nigeria exists, there must be a government in place. So, but we have not been fortunate enough to have a government or a leader that will take us to our destination. You don't need a crowd to do it. What Nigeria is searching for is just one man. Just one man. Just one man. The man must have distinguished himself in whatever private capacity. He must be a man who is tolerant of everybody. He must be a man who is friends with anybody and yet can look at them straight in the eye and tell them the truth. Okay, so please listen to all that. The man must be known everywhere. It's not about just being popular on social media. It must be someone who can knock on doors. It must be someone who can unite Nigeria, because Nigeria is currently disunited. So you need someone who is level-headed, who is respectful, and very, very caring. So, yes, people are already mentioning names. Omoyele Sowore, Yemi Osinbajo, Tinubu. I'm checking on both Facebook and Instagram. I'm checking. So you need someone that if he stands up, just remember Obama. That kind of charisma. And look at a refined, underline refined Donald Trump. If Donald Trump was a bit calmer, maybe it would be my ideal president. Straight to the point, not a politician, successful businessman, a bit on the crazy side, but he knows how to deliver. He knows how to deliver. People like that, we need someone who will be able to revamp our infrastructure. I've been to most African countries, and I'm sorry, infrastructure in Nigeria, if not the worst, is one of the worst. Roads are terrible. Almost everything you can talk about, power, electricity, terrible. Hospitals, state of our schools, education, So you need someone who, you see, this is the problem I have. And I will try to, somebody said, Omoyele Sowore and Peter Obi, that is not practical. Omoyele and Peter Obi, Omoyele is from Southwest, Peter Obi is from Southeast. How can two Southerners in a multi-ethnic country as Nigeria, how can two Southerners contest? It won't work. Chief Awolowo tried it. It was a very, very dismal experiment. Chief Awolowo tried it when he brought Chief Philip Umeadi as his running mate, an Easterner and a Westerner. It didn't fly, so it means you're going to lose the entire North. For you to win an election in Nigeria, you need minimum to lock down 4 out of 6 regions. So, if I am contesting, for example, as a Southerner, I will make sure I lock down Southwest, South-South, and Southeast, then possibly lock down North Central, because North Central is feeling disenfranchised at the moment. It is actually very easy for a Southerner to become president. You see, don't let anybody bully you and intimidate you and deceive you that it is not possible. No, the mathematics of it, I've done it many times over. It is very, very possible. In fact, today, it is easier for a southerner to be president of Nigeria than ever before. So don't let anybody deceive you about the mathematics that, if you don't bring a northerner, you cannot win. It is not true. There is no northerner today as popular as General Muhammadu Buhari from 2003, 2007, 2011, 2015, 4 times. None as popular, and yet he lost on 3 occasions. So there is nobody today, as popular as Buhari. That's number one. Number two, Buhari has wasted the chances of an average northerner, because right now the southerners no longer, most southerners, trust me, forget what people say on the pages of newspapers or outside. Most southerners today believe that only a southerner can bring about a stability and equilibrium to Nigeria. That is the general feeling. So the first thing the South must fight for is to ensure that both political parties, both major political parties, forget about the third force. I know some people are going to come and say, we don't want APC, we don't want PDP. You have to be practical. For now, I don't know about tomorrow. Today, there are only 2 major political parties that have the platforms and the capacity, to galvanize even the floaters. You know, the floaters are always in the majority. Forget about under 50. If you have, fine, but if you don't have, it's not about age. I will say yes on health grants, because most 70-something-year-old people in Nigeria have overflogged themselves. They've suffered so much in the past. It's likely that they will have health challenges. So that is why, personally, I will keep it under 70. Whosoever is over 70 in 2023, I believe, is a risk. I'm not saying it is impossible. I'm a Democrat, but it's a big risk. We have seen it in the past. Health is wealth. The problems of Nigeria today require someone who at least can come out and show his health records and say, yes, I am physically fit, I am mentally stable. You understand? It's very important that you have such people. So it's not just about I did not rule out all northerners. I am saying the mood of the nation today. I did not rule out anybody. I've told you I'm a Democrat. But today, it will be almost impossible for southerners to accept that after Buhari's 8 years, another northerner will just come and they will just take the person like that. That's number one. Number two, the argument usually is that no southerner can win election. It is not true. In fact, Chief MK Abiola won the best election ever in Nigeria. That's why they have to kill that election. They have to force it. It's like killing a baby after it has been born. That's what happened in 1993. And I am telling you that the mood, the prevailing mood in Nigeria today is that, look, let's go and look for a younger people. And we have a lot of vibrant people in the South. Personally, this is my page. Personally, I believe that the South should stop this inferiority complex where somebody will come and tell you that a southerner cannot win an election. If I belong to either of the 2 political parties, the mainstream political parties, and I have the opportunity to gain their ticket, I can guarantee you I will win that election. I've done it before. So forget about north, south, this. It is only fair enough. In fact, if our Buhari, I will work actively. And we've read it, even people who were close to the government, we've read it where they said there was a gentleman's agreement between Buhari and Tinubu. But in this time, I am saying, no, throw it open to the South. Let the 2 political parties zone for the sake of peace and unity. Let them zone. APC zone to the South. PDP zone to the South. And you both have very large followership in the South. APC is very strong in the Southwest. PDP is very strong in the Southeast and in the South. So if possible, APC can decide to pick someone from the southwest, while PDP will pick someone from either southeast or south-south. That will settle all the tension. There is too much tension, but I know the Hawks will say no, they don't care. It's winner takes all. But I am telling you, yes, let the North decide to field, but if the South plus North Central is able to stand up and resist it, trust me, the Northerner will not win an election. It's simple arithmetic. You need 4 zones, whether you like it or not. Let the entire Northwest and Northeast vote for that person, it will not win election. That's what happened to Buhari on 3 occasions. So people who don't know their history and don't know their mathematics very well are those who will say a Southerner cannot win an election. I am telling you today confidently that it's only for the South to give away, because there are always willing people who are waiting only to be vice president. And as we have seen in the last 6 years, a vice president can be as irrelevant as the president wants him to be. So those who are jostling and they are happy to be vice president to someone else, it's inferiority complex. No more, no less. You can quote me on that. It's an act of inferiority complex. I'm not saying anybody cannot contest. Anybody who wants to contest is free to contest. It's for you to contest. It's for the people to reject you. Simple simplicity. So that is my idea of what is going on. Yemi Osinbajo is not Oshibanjo. His name is Osinbajo, Osinbajo. So a lot of people don't even know how to spell the name of our dear beloved vice president. Very, very cerebral man, very intelligent man. You can see in the last maybe 2 weeks that he's been acting as president, been doing his job, not getting involved in any trouble, not sweeping up any sentiment or emotion. He's been calm, cool, and calculated, representing every part of Nigeria. The president of Nigeria is the father of the nation. He should be father of all, not father of a few people. So, yeah. Let's see. If you have questions, Yemi Osinbajo as the vice president cannot speak out. You cannot be in government and be a radical at the same time. People should be practical. Even in your office, can you criticize your boss, your MD? Maybe you work for Guarantee Trust Bank. You say you have problems, then you start shouting against, your boss. How is that possible? Let's be practical. I'm a businessman. Okay, it will be difficult for any staff of Ovation to just come and be shouting and shouting. You can call me in private. You don't know what they discuss in private. I may agree or disagree. That is the same thing in government. None of those who say, why is he not talking? Why is he not talking? You have not been in government. You have not been a vice president. You don't know what they discuss. And the vice president is only an appendage to the president. It's whatever the president wants that he will do. Then they say, oh, why can't you resign? No, it's not as simple as that. Also, before you become a vice president of a country, there are vested interests. There are people who put you there. You don't just put yourself there. And you are representing those people. So if the majority and generality of the people who put you in government are saying, no, just don't worry. It's a learning experience for you. It's an exposure for you. Just be patient. Otherwise, even all of us, if we want to worry about what some of our bosses do to us, nobody will have a job. We will all resign every day. So it's not as simple as that. I don't know what they are doing there, but I know that I'm a very practical person. It is not as simple as that. Osinbajo is doing his best. Whatever job they've given him, he's done it to the best of his ability. So what more can he do? Only the president can give him assignments. He cannot give the president an assignment. Okay? There are no two captains on a ship. No, there is only one captain, and the captain today is Muhammadu Buhari. That's all. It's as simple as that. Render unto Caesar the things that belong to Caesar. It's there in the Bible. The man is a pastor of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. So he understands that truism. that you render unto Caesar the things that belong to Caesar. You cannot force yourself to do anything. What is the plan of the Yoruba in the next 5 years? I have no idea. But what I will say is that for those of them, especially in APC, they should fight and make sure that power shifts to the Southwest. Because without the Southwest and South-South, there is no way Buhari would have been president of Nigeria ever. So it's only fair enough that 8 years after they have supported Buhari, power should go in that direction. And for those who are in PDP, President Goodluck Jonathan only did 5 years. 1 year to complete Yar'Adua's term and his own 4 years. And he is the first minority person from the South to be president of Nigeria. So he spent just 1 term. I believe it's fair enough that the PDP should consider South, South, Southeast. As far as I'm concerned, whosoever they are able to pick from both zones would make a lot of people happy. And don't forget that for now, as of today, the oil that binds all of us together, oil and gas, still comes majorly from that zone. So it's only fair enough that the people who lay the golden eggs should be allowed to partake in the governance of Nigeria. When people talk about the youth, it's funny. I was 50 years old when I contested to be president of Nigeria, 51, in 2011. So how many youths came out to support a young candidate? Omoyele Sowore, I don't think he was even 50 when he contested the last election. How many youths? Don't come and tell me that it was rigged out. Yes, there could be rigging, but rigging takes place usually in places where you're not strong enough. So a lot of young people have expressed interest. Donald Duke, for me, is one of the most fantastic candidates we can ever have in Nigeria. What happened to him? What was his experience? Peter Obi, fantastic human being. I respect him so much. Kingsley Moghalu, former deputy governor of the Nigerian Central Bank. Wow, what was his experience? So people keep talking about youth as if somebody is just going to come and say, yeah, youth, take. No, it will never happen. So the youths themselves must galvanize themselves and come together to make sure that they put forward a good, credible, competent, reasonable, accomplished, obeyed, civilized candidate. It's not just anybody. People just talk as if it's just your qualification will be that you are a young man. No, I disagree. There are a lot of people in their 50s and in their 60s. You have a lot of them. Some of them former governors, some of them former ministers, some of them former national legislators. I can give you names today. I already mentioned Donald Duke, I mentioned Peter Obi, I mentioned Kingsley Moghalu, I'll mention Nyesom Wike any day. For me, he's the best performing governor in Nigeria today. Hate him or like him, he's performing. He's delivering on infrastructure, he's respecting the judiciary by providing and catering for them. In most cases, the executive takes everything. He's the only governor I know today who, if you go to Rivers, who is doing things in the area of the executive, in infrastructure, in judiciary, in the state assembly. So you mentioned such a man is not yet 60. And he has been Minister of Education, he's been 2-term governor. You have Chibuke Rotimi Amechi, who has been Speaker of the Rivers State Assembly. So he's been in the State Assembly for 8 years. He's been governor for 8 years. Now he's been minister for 6 years. From the same state as Nyesom Wike. So you have Peter Obi, who was governor, 2-term governor. You have Kingsley Moghalu, who is very vast in the economy. You have a lot of these young people. I don't know if my brother, Akinwumi Adesina, will be interested because of his present job. His job right now is big. It's big as the president of the African Development Bank. So I don't know if he will be interested. I don't know if Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, I would love to see that woman as the president of Nigeria one day. You know, very cerebral, very brilliant, and he's also had experience. He's been in Nigeria and a couple of times, you know, to serve our country. So, but it's not as simple as that in Nigeria. Same thing with Obi Ezekwesili. She was vice president of the World Bank for Africa. Very brilliant. She served as Minister of Education under the government of President Olusegun Obasanjo. We have people. Who says we don't have people? We have people who can do it. But the hawks always prefer those that they believe they can manipulate easily, those they can control, and then let life just continue the way it is. They don't care. They don't care if Nigeria remains the same forever. As long as their own person is in government, they are happy. No. I am not happy with what is happening in Nigeria. It can be done. I've interacted with leaders all over the world. I've met presidents, I've met leaders all over the world, and I can tell you, they don't have two heads. It is their determination to succeed where others failed. For me, the most crucial and the most urgent need for Nigeria today is a leader who can unite that country. That country is in tatters. It has virtually scattered. I'm worried that if Nigerians see their Messiah today, they may not even recognize him, because the criteria Nigerians look at, for me, are very abnormal. When I was contesting election, even journalists, my own colleagues would not support me, because they expect you to be a big man, to have been a governor or a minister, steal Nigeria's money, and come and spend the same money to oppress them. That is the thinking of an average Nigerian. Nobody respects you if you have not been in government in Nigeria. Whereas Donald Trump was never in any government. Chief M.K. Abiola was never in any government. Yet, they won landmark elections. When I was contesting, the press, if Nuhu Ribadu coughed, it would be on the front page of newspapers. He was a police officer. If Atiku Abubakar coughed or sneezed, it would be on the front page of newspapers. He was a customs officer before he went into politics, became governor temporarily, and then moved up to become vice president. But if Dele Momodu, and as someone that Ogunwusi once said, is the equivalent of a senior advocate of Nigeria in journalism, journalists would not believe that a journalist is qualified to run Nigeria. So when I see people complain, youth, nobody can tell me that. I offered myself and I went all the way. I didn't chicken out. Some people will chicken out. They will contest, their names will never be on the ballot paper because they have become serial contestants. Nigeria can force you to become a serial contestant. That's why I backed off that. No, I'm not interested. I don't want to be a serial contestant, contesting every day when you know you will not win, because you don't have the platform. For anybody to be serious, please go and fight and get the ticket of the top political parties. If you don't, it's a waste of time. That was what I told Donald Duke the last time. I said, sir, you know I'm your big fan, but if you don't have the ticket of PDP from your area, forget it. He said, oh, there will be a third force. I said, it's a lie. Nigeria is not ready for a third force. When we are ready, we will know it. Looking for a third force is like being an independent candidate. I told Showore the same thing. We disagree on it all the time. Showore will never agree with me. He says he can't join PDP, he can't join APC, he can't join. But do you need a platform? Donald Trump realized that he needed a platform. That's why he had to hijack the Republican Party in America. If you don't have a platform that has membership everywhere, it does not mean that they have the numbers. Showore's argument is that the floaters are much more than the political party. I agree, but the floaters are not organized, and the floaters are not ready to follow one person. When you're in Rome, you must understand the Romans. Otherwise, you will not know how to survive in Rome. So there must be a way. When Chief Abiola wanted to contest, I was one of the people who told him and wrote a letter to Chief MK Abiola as far back as 1991 that, Chief, sir, if you are going back into politics, join the party of your people. And that has been my advice to Showore and others. Join the party of your people. No matter how imperfect they are, you are not going to import saints from heaven. You are not going to import saints from heaven to come and vote for you. You are still going to make do with the same people. 60-70% of them are virtually illiterate. You can't blame them. They have no job, they have nothing, they have no hope again in life. So it's whoever comes and gives them that food, gives them bags of rice, of gari, and other goodies. They are the ones they will follow. You cannot blame them. When you combine ignorance with poverty, it's a deadly disease. A lot of people don't understand that game. If you like, blow all the grammar in the world. Short of a revolution where you carry guns and all, there is no way. The system is configured in a way that if you really want to contest an election in Nigeria, it is not going to be as simple as saying I am popular. Yes, my ideas are radical. In fact, the more radical your ideas, the more people that will run away from you in Nigeria. Nigeria is still a largely conservative society. That's why you see all of us. We complain and grumble before we get power. And when we get there, we begin to do the same things that we complained about before. All the radicals that we used to know, whether as journalists, as student union leaders, when they got power, what did they do with it? So you have to be practical. I will never get tired of saying it. It's like you want to go to the World Cup. When I see the assemblage of the footballers, the players, the coach has put forward, I will know if they mean business or not. So, as I said, let the two parties, let the Southerners in the two major parties, let them fight it out. Nobody gives power up easily. If people are expecting that the North will just come and say, yeah, you guys take power, no. But if the South unites and insists in both major parties, in APC, that the candidate must come from the Southwest, and in PDP, the candidate must come from PDP, you will see that we will achieve something. And when we go to APC, in the Southwest, you have so many people, beginning with Yemi Osinbajo, the vice president. Okay? You have him there, rock solid, very rock solid. Of course, the governors, I hear the governors are saying they are the ones who must produce the next president. I don't know why, but it's their right. So you have the chairman of the governors forum, Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State is there. Okay? In Yoruba land again, you have other governors and former governors who are interested. You have Ajiri, Ibikunle Amosun. Now, at the Senate, former governor of Ogun State. Of course, you have Akinwumi Ambode, former governor of Lagos State. People are looking at his record of performance. You have Babatunde Raji Fashola. People are looking at his record of performance as governor of Lagos State. So, you have a lot of vibrant people. Of course, people have mentioned Akinwumi, Adesina. And these are all from just Southwest. So if PDP goes southeast, south, of course, I've mentioned Peter Obi, I've mentioned Kingsley Moghalu, I've mentioned Nyesom Wike, I've mentioned Chibuike Rotimi Amechi. So you have young guys, they're all young guys. And they're all very experienced, they're all very exposed. So nobody should tell me that the South does not have candidates who can become the president of Nigeria. But if the South continues to suffer from inferiority complex and people continue to treat them like second-class citizens and they accept it, so be it. That's their business. Okay? Of course, I wished I was in either parties. I would have put myself forward. So I could go either way in my own case, because the way God balanced my life, my father is from South Edo State, my mother from Bogo in Osun State in Southwest, so I combined the two. But as I said, I would rather work for others to become president of Nigeria if we have good candidates. It doesn't have to be you. That's the sacrifice a lot of our leaders today, who at nearly 80 years old still want to contest. They should sacrifice their personal ambition for the glory of Nigeria. That's my advice to them. They don't have to listen to me. They don't have to accept what I'm saying. But I believe that history will be fair to them if they can come out and get younger folks and support them to run Nigeria. There are younger people who can run Nigeria. But I know that personal ambition is always very difficult for many people to I'm reading someone job. Daily mind your business. This is my business I am minding. What has that got to do with you? Mr. Michael Best, I'm minding my business. Am I not on my page? You don't have to watch. I'm minding my business and speaking up my mind. I was a presidential candidate in 2011. And I have a right as a bona fide Nigerian to speak about the state of my nation. That you cannot stop me from doing. Okay? I've been doing it for over 30, 40 years now. Nobody can intimidate me from speaking about my country, Nigeria. I have just one vote. You have one vote. Shikena. So, where are we? The guy just came from nowhere to come and distract my attention. Mind your business. That's the problem. You see, we still have characters like that. They are comfortable with the rot in the nation. And the sad part is that the poorest people are often the biggest fanatics. They support anything. Yeah, no, thank you, Bengalade. I've ignored him. It's what I needed to, of course. I was at an event one day where Chief Abiola was making a speech at NIA, Nigerian Institute of International Affairs in Lagos. And one guy stood up in the crowd and shouted at Abiola, "Shut up, Mr. CIA." And I love Chief Abiola. Immediately, Chief Abiola gave it back to him. "Shut down, Mr. CID." You know, once in a while, you have to do that. Hey, my own brother, Shey Ayambeku, how are you? And Babankon Lefe Obamekiwon. You know, so that's it. That's it. Yeah, we have a lot of good people, but why did I stop the political interviews? You know, I was doing most of those things during COVID era. I was home. Now I've started traveling again. I'm doing a lot of work. If I interview the vice president, can I hold his feet to fire? Why do I have to hold his feet to fire? I will ask him any question. I'm not afraid to ask any question. You've seen my interviews. And I'm not afraid to criticize anybody from Buhari to the last man. Unless you don't follow me or you don't read what I write. I say my mind. I'm not a chicken-hearted soul. I'm not a slave of anybody. And that's why people must credit some of us for their ability. Look, to fight corruption. Do you know why people cannot fight corruption? Because most people cannot fight their friends. If I'm the president of Nigeria and they call me to say my best friend stole money, trust me, he's going to jail. It doesn't matter. Tomorrow, I will still greet his wife. I will still visit his home to go and look for his family. But trust me, I'm not going to stop anybody from prosecuting him. That's the thing. Some of us have demonstrated it. Go and read what I write. How many Nigerians can criticize government? Powerful government, all powerful presidents in Nigeria. People who can change you from being a pauper in the morning to a billionaire in the afternoon. In fact, oh no, I don't use abusive language. It's not that it will make a very good. You can see in the last 2 weeks, you can see it. The atmosphere is different. The atmosphere is calmer. And that's what you need. You see, it doesn't take rocks to have the same spirit. I'm not saying Osinbajo must be president. No. I don't know if he's interested in being president. If he's interested, I wish him the best of luck. If his party presents him, fantastic. You don't have many Osinbajos in the system anyway, who are that cerebral, very calm, very focused, unruffled. You don't have many of them. So I'll be very proud to call him my president. I don't have any problem with calling him my president. I'll be very proud to call Peter Obi my president. I've interacted personally with him. I've been to his home a couple of times, and I know what we discuss when we meet. Oh, Donald Duke, fine boy. That would be my Obama any day. Donald Duke would be my Obama any day. I'll be very proud to see Donald Duke go to America and cross his legs to speak with American presidents. And when they are doing dinner, I would love to see him pick a saxophone and play good music for them. Nigeria has them. We have those people who can do it. Oh my God. No, you cannot have institutional reforms if the head is unwilling. Are you telling me Buhari cannot do reforms in Nigeria? All the restructuring you have, in fact, there are two people I've identified who could easily have changed Nigeria. General Olusegun Obasanjo and General Muhammadu Buhari, both of them. Because they have the power and they have the courage, but they lack the will. Who would have challenged Obasanjo if Obasanjo wanted to do restructuring? Or Tibiani now? Who is the person? Or Buhari now, if Buhari decides that in the next 1 year, okay, I'm ready, I want to go back and look at all the things that we have discussed in the constitutional conferences and all that. And okay, they have everything inside Aso Rock, all the files, all the papers, all the books, everything, white paper, brown paper, black paper, they are all there. But they lack the will. They prefer the way the status quo is being maintained. That's why we're in this mess. Anybody who tells me that the president does not have the power, and if Buhari is even luckier, Obasanjo was not that lucky. That's why they were changing Senate president every day. Today they have a Senate president who will do anything for Buhari. So what are they waiting for? If they want to change Nigeria, all they have to do is to call the Senate or call the House of Reps. Everything will be done. But they prefer the status quo. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's the status quo that is warning Nigeria. So, but what is needed is that one man. If you read Chinua Achebe's A Man of the People, I think it was in A Man of the People. Either A Man of the People or No Longer at Ease. I'm getting old now. There is a passage there, okay, where the character asked a question about who will change the country. And it says, one man, okay, a benevolent dictator. You need someone who knows his onions And that's one of the reasons I admire Wike. People don't know why. That guy is bold. When you say rubbish, somebody is threatening that they cannot do one road somewhere, he will go there and tell them, this road must be done, whether you like it or not. Nigeria is not a place where you are too sluggish. Look at Lagos-Ibadan Road. Obasanjo couldn't finish it. Yaradua couldn't finish it. Jonathan couldn't finish it. Now I don't see how Buhari is going to finish that road. I still drove on it last weekend to Ibadan and back. It's a disgrace. Look at our airport in Lagos. That's the worst airport for a country the size of Nigeria. I don't know of any country our size and with our level of wealth. In fact, let me talk about that airport. That airport, if anybody is listening to me, is a disgrace to humanity. Everywhere, if we land in Heathrow now, or you land in Ghana, don't let me even go to Europe or America, let's just say you land in Ghana. Before my very eyes, President John Dramani Mahama was able to upgrade the existing airport and was able to start Terminal 3 in Accra. Accra does not have 10% of the resources of Nigeria. It's about the determination of their leaders. And go and learn something from Ghana. Whether their leader is in his 50s, in his 60s, or in his 70s, Ghana will never elect an illiterate as a leader. It's a lesson we must learn. Ghana will never elect a man who cannot stand up proudly anywhere in the world and make a decent speech. It will not happen. They have crossed that line. They passed that stage in Ghana. So these are lessons we must learn. And so I'm not talking about Europe now. We need leaders who can represent us, and we will be so happy and we will be so proud. No problem, I forgive you, Mr. Michael Best. I forgive you. We're all human. It says, Dele, I'm one of your followers. I love you. I'm sorry for telling you to mind your business. Okay. I'm sure maybe you are frustrated with Nigeria. I'm not the problem of Nigeria. I'm sorry, but no problem. We're friends. If you send me a DM or something, we can link up later. We'll talk. That is statesmanship. If you offend, please learn to ask for forgiveness and then forgive. So, as I was saying, our airport in Lagos, oh my God, for over 60 days now, most of the airlines have been doing manual checking. They have to write your boarding pass with their pen. I heard that there has been a problem between the authorities at the airport and their suppliers, those who are responsible for the automatic check-in. So British Airways, I'm told now, they have to bring in a special printer of their own, and then they connect it to a particular smartphone or whatever, and that's how they are able to check people in. But go and look at the crowd at the airport and how long it takes for one person to be checked in a place where most countries now in 2 minutes. In fact, most countries now, you don't need to go to a desk. You can only do your bag drop. You can go into the airport and scan your boarding pass that you have printed from home, and you are free to go. In Nigeria, we are still doing manual. The toilets, horrible. Oh, the one in Abuja airport, the domestic wing. Please, anybody wants to challenge me, when you land today, if you're on your way to Abuja, go and use the toilet and see if you will not feel like running out of the place. These are simple things of life. So, the airport in Lagos, then try and use any of the lifts. Those lifts, rickety lifts, I'm sure they are probably over 40 years old. Twice in the last 2 weeks I have passed in the place, one person or the other got jammed inside the lift. So, anyway, We need serious people, and we have them. But if we don't select them, and we allow the bad people to continue, and then people talk as if you need a saint. No. Countries are not governed by saints. Countries are governed by performers. It's not about being a saint. Donald Trump was never a saint. He was able to run America. Nobody is a saint. But they perform. For as long as we're looking for saints, we're not going to get it right. The first thing you need is this guy who is coming. Is he able to deliver? What are the deliverables? Is he able to deliver? Yeah, I agree with you. Ruyi, Iggy, I agree with you that the airports should be privatized. But government still wants to dole out largesse to its supporters. So a lot of the things they are keeping. After all, a Nigerian, Chibayo Ogunlesi, led the consortium that bought Gatwick Airport in London. But our own people are not ready to do that. The Gatwick is one of the biggest airports in England today. It was bought. It was the person who led the consortium that bought it is a Nigerian, Chibayo Ogunlesi. So what's the big deal? At a point, I don't know if he's still there now, the governor of the Bank of England, was a Canadian. These days, people buy brains. If you don't have your own brain, you can buy it. If you don't have your own brains, you can borrow. Go to Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, is in Dubai. You will see a place where they have plastered the pictures of some of the engineers they assembled from the world, about 55 of them, wind engineer, electrical engineer, civil engineer, this engineer, that engineer, from different countries of the world. If Dubai needs anything, they buy it. Nigerians are ready to pay for services if rendered. In our office in GRA, now, electricity is more stable, but we pay. I'd rather pay for electricity than pay for diesel. I'd rather pay for clean energy than pay for diesel. You can buy it if you don't have the brain. When Buhari was coming, that's what we thought, that okay, there are things we know he had limitations. There are things we knew he would not be able to do. But we expected that we allow those who can do it to do it. Simple. And I continue to appeal to him. You have these people around you. The vice president is there. There is no job, there is no assignment you have given that man that he will not deliver well. So why are you not using him maximally? You can buy brains, you can borrow brains. You don't need to have your own. A leader, a good leader, is a manager of people and resources. It's unfortunate. Look, I can't remember the last time I went to our office in Lagos. I don't need to. Because I have people there. I have my second in command. I have Michael Effiong, I have Eric Elizo, I have all of them. I have Ibua, Agontai, I have all of them. And I don't care where they come from. Whether they are Yoruba, they are Hausa, I don't care. As a matter of fact, all the top 3 people who are next to me, they are not Yoruba. Michael Effiong is from Akwa Ibom. Eric is Igbo. I don't even know the state he comes from. Ibua is Edo State. So let's say we're from the same state. I don't care where you come from. That's not the criteria for employing people at ovation. So if I can do that in my private business, why can't I do it at the national level? Go and look for them. Nigeria has people. There is no way I will be president of Nigeria and the Igbos, as talented, as adventurous as they are, will not be fully occupied in Nigeria. Fantastic brains. I always liken them to a combination of the Chinese, the Japanese, the Koreans, the Indians, the Igbo people. Go and look at what 13-year-old Igbo people, what they are producing in their villages. People who have never stepped outside their village. They are producing, they are ready to produce aeroplanes, they are ready to produce automobiles, they are able to do everything. And yet, you say, because they are Igbo, we can't allow them at this time and age. We are all accidents of birth. Nobody chose where to be born. So if you fight for Igbo today, and tomorrow when you die, if God sends you back to the world, and you are a Korean, will you come from Korea to come and fight Igbo land? You know? So you must reverse the progress, the development of a country because of where a man comes from, because of the religion he practices. Religion is strictly between you and your God. It's nobody's business. What's wrong with us? I don't care where you come from. If I want to buy something today in Lagos, especially in our office, the first thing we say, go to OK Japan. I don't know him, I've never met him, but I hear he sells genuine goods. That's all. OK Japan, I think, is in Ikeja Computer Village. I don't know him. But I know how much money, millions that we have sent to him. You want to buy a camera, you want to buy a drone, you want to buy one thing or the other. Instead of going abroad, I tell people, look, if I have someone in Ovation, when we want to buy it, they say, let's buy it from America. I say, no, we must patronize Nigeria. So, and then we identify this OK Japan. I'm sure he's an Igbo man. I don't care. I've never met him. I don't need to meet him. And I've spoken to him once or twice. And I asked, do you have drones? How much is it? We negotiate. Chief, I can't give you more than 5% discount. So, exchange rate, blah, blah, blah. We pay, we go. And it works. It works. I'm doing palliatives for all Nigerians. I have a database of virtually people from all the local governments in Nigeria. I don't discriminate against anybody. People talk about Fulani herdsmen. It will not stop me. I know there are good Fulani, there are bad Fulani, there are good Yoruba, there are bad Yoruba, there are good Igbo, there are bad. No race is synonymous with everything bad. No. So I spend money on every Nigerian who is lucky to win our palliative. The highest donation probably goes to people of Borno State because that's where we get the largest number of applications from. People in need, people who have been displaced by Boko Haram and all that, and we give them. You need leaders who have soul, not someone who has sold his soul to the devil, not someone who is morbidly vindictive. That's the word. I don't care. Those who put me in jail, I greet them, I talk to them, I show them love. I hope they love me in return. I was put in detention under Ibrahim Babangida regime in 1993. It has not stopped me from talking to him anywhere I meet. I give him maximum respect. On my 60th birthday, he called in to congratulate me on Zoom. And on his own birthday, 80th birthday, in a few days' time, maybe next Tuesday or something, I will also call to congratulate him. I will do things. Look, we must put certain things behind us and move this country forward. A country in perpetual strife, fighting every day can never make progress. General Abdulsalami Abubakar, people said, oh, he didn't allow Abiola to come out of detention. He was the one who did this. You leave people to God. Vengeance is not mine. No. I love him. I respect him everywhere we meet. Hey, Dele, how are you? I'm coming to greet you in Ghana. We play, we joke. That's it. What does it matter? The Abachas, oh, they did this, they did that. I ran to exile But for the Abachas, maybe there will be no ovation today. People must learn that out of every bad situation, God can deliver your own to you. When I left Nigeria, I was weeping like a baby. When I crossed the bush, just like Sunday Igboho was trying to do, I crossed into Cotonou. Maybe if they had captured me then, they would have sent me back to Nigeria, you know? But I got to London, and the idea for ovation came from there. So why must I now continue to fight the Abachas after God used them to get me out of Nigeria? Today, I'm a global citizen because of that incident. People must learn to leave everything to God. Because you are not God, I am not God. You are not perfect, I am not perfect. The amount of energy Nigerians waste on oppressing one another is unbelievable. We live in an oppressive country. Your gate man is ready to oppress someone who is coming to visit you. Your secretary is ready to block whosoever who came the last time and did not drop money. Life cannot continue like that. Jerry Ikeji, I'm not one of those who will say Nigeria will go up in flames. Will you come and set the country in flame yourself wherever you are? I'm sure the answer is no. Would you want your child to carry AK-47 to go and fight a war? I'm sure. This is not about... There is so much we can achieve in an atmosphere of peace. And we are making our effort. Yeah, I speak and write about Igbo and Nnamdi Kanu all the time. I've said it that the government, if I were the president of Nigeria, there is no way I won't set both of them free. I will invite them to dialogue. That's something you must give to Obasanjo. Okay? You must give it to Obasanjo. When the militants were disturbing Nigeria, the Obasanjo that I know is a very, very stubborn leader. But you have to be practical. It's not every day that a general will fight on all fronts. If I read somewhere, there is only a poor general who lacks strategy that will fight on all fronts like Buhari is doing in Nigeria today. You don't need it. If you can rehabilitate Boko Haram, what has Nnamdi Kanu done? We are seeing Boko Haram, we are seeing bandits every day being rehabilitated in Nigeria. In fact, being visited and being pampered. So, why can't you pamper Nnamdi Kanu and invite him to a dialogue? Asari Dokubo was flown to Abuja to meet with the president of Nigeria. Asari Dokubo, that was a practical thing to do. That was a practical thing to do. I know that a lot of the bandits, maybe not all of them, some of the headsmen, especially the local ones, not the foreign ones, invaders who have a different agenda for Nigeria. I know some of them can still be restored to life. And I remember long ago, long before Shehu Usani became a senator, he had called me once to discuss with me about what we can do about Boko Haram. And we were ready to make some moves, but of course, you will not get the cooperation of the government. We did it in other countries. I went to Sierra Leone around 2001, 2002. I met with rebel leaders. I pleaded with some of them, lay down your arms. You don't need to kill your own people. I met Omrigoli at the time. I met Johnny Paul Koroma at the time. I met others who did not have big names, but they were killers in Sierra Leone. I met the Nigerian soldiers. We drove into the bush in Port Loko, in Mange and all those places. So if we can do it in other countries, why can't we achieve peace in our own country? I went to Monrovia and I went in the bush with our soldiers and we supported them. Sometimes we would buy recharge cards and give to our soldiers to be able to call their families back home, to encourage them. And the whole of Liberia was very proud of them. Very professional soldiers. So how come we can't do it in our own country? They were well equipped. In fact, I remember when I saw the sophistication of the equipment they were using in Liberia. Nigerian soldiers were occupying 10 out of 15 counties in Liberia. There are 15 counties. And because of my promotion of peace, I became a chief in Liberia. I'm the Kia Zulu of Grand Cape Mount County of Liberia. We did all these things in other people's country, and we cannot do it in our own country. Why? It's because they are looking at the body temperature, and the body language of whoever the leader is. People are afraid to arrest bandits because they don't know if tomorrow somebody will call from Abuja and say, set them free. That is the problem. Nigerian soldiers are among the best in the world that you can find. Anywhere in the world that they have been on peacekeeping missions, they have always been applauded and they have always received the standing ovation. I know because I've interacted with them in the past. So, it's not difficult, it's not impossible. Wow, I don't have much time today. Today is Friday. I have to write my pendulum. I wish I could stay much longer. It pains me because I know what some of us can do for our country, but unfortunately our country is not ready for us. Our country is not ready for us, and we can't force ourselves on our country. It's a shame. There is so much that we can do. There is no part of Nigeria I will go today and I will not be able to go and meet people and speak to them and say, how do we resolve this? How do we resolve that? If I go today to Brno, I have places where I can sleep. I go to Kashim, Ibrahim, and say, Kashim, I'm here. I will say, Bob D, this is your house. If I go to Adamawa now, and I want to go and see Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, or I want to go and see Alhaji Bamanga Tuko, or my good friend Awal Tuko, his son, I'll be home. When I was contesting, Awal was one of the people I considered to be my vice president. He used to be in the House of Reps. Very brilliant, very cerebral, very calm, very focused. We have such people in Nigeria. There is no part of Nigeria where you don't have intelligent people, but then we allow the unserious ones to take over. If I go to Bauchi today, you have Yakubu Dogara, extremely intelligent man. I wrote his biography, and I remember when I was doing the interviews with him, during his vacation in London, I couldn't believe we have such people in Nigeria. Is there in Bauchi? I don't know what happened to my friend and brother Malam Nasiru El-Rufai, that there is so much crisis in Kaduna State today. He was one of the people I wanted to be my vice president then in 2011. And I approached him, and very brilliant. I am very, very greedy about books. So when I see people who read, so that's why I'm hoping one day I'll be able to ask, what happened? What went wrong in Kaduna that there is so much crisis, so much men? If you go to Kano, the deposed emir of Kano, SLS, as we call him, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, extremely intelligent, very friendly. He grew up partly in Lagos. The emir of Bichi, Nasiru, Bayero. I knew him right from the time, he and Tokunbo Shijuwade were in school in England. We have friends everywhere. If I go to Sokoto today and I announce at the gate that I've come to see my father, the Sultan of Sokoto, he will say, let Mr. Ovation call me. That's what he calls me. You need people who can unite Nigeria. Some of us have done that everywhere. I'm a chief in Abia State. If I go to Abia State today, I'll be home. If I call Oji Uzokalu, I used to call him a bad trader, I was the first to write about Oji Kalu wanting to be governor in 1996 when we started Ovation. We have friends everywhere. That was what Chief Abiola taught me. That's what Abiola did that made him to win the election. You need leaders who are not local champions, but international statesmen, global players. We should stop allowing these local elements to destroy the future of Nigeria. Yeah, I agree with you, Chukwuike. I agree with you. Those who know the truth and those who can perform are not allowed in our country. That's why I said, but I don't totally blame the leaders. I also blame the followers who allow themselves to be misled, who allow themselves to be fooled, to be scammed all the time. Now, they said if you are fooled once, it's okay, but if you are fooled twice, then you are a certified fool. When I was fooled to support Buhari in 2015, no problem. But when I realized that I made an effort to help him, I didn't need anything. People said we needed an appointment. If I needed an appointment, I would have joined their party. And there is no party in Nigeria today that will not be happy to have me with them. I know people in both parties very well. So if it is appointment I'm looking for, by the time I will lobby for 6 months, I'll get something out. But I wanted my country to be better. That's all. What more can I ask for in God? I can leave my home in Ghana, in London, in Nigeria, without being in government. So what more am I looking for in government? And I'm a greedy fool. You know? So I feel insulted when I hear and read some of those things that, you know, people say it's because they didn't make you minister. Minister. There is no minister who can enjoy what we are enjoying. Trust me. Globally, I'm saying it proudly. If you say, even if you like, say it arrogantly. What is a minister enjoying in Nigeria? If they want to blow siren, I can buy my own patrol vehicle. I can hire my own police. I can do everything and blow siren anywhere. So what do they get in power? Other than the president is coming, Gambo, they all go and queue up. They've summoned you, they've done. And now I can decide today, this evening, pick my passport and say, oh yeah, I'm not sleeping in Ghana, I'm going to London. I go. I love my peace. Those who don't love their peace, so be it. I can't be in my 70s and be running yo-yo after any president. Maybe the president will be coming to eat dinner in my house, no problem. They are welcome. What can you do for your votes to count? The first thing is to even get the right candidates first. If you have the right candidates, so if they like, they can rig themselves in, at least you will know. That's what I like about Ghana. If you look at MPP and you look at NDC, both of them have powerful candidates. So whosoever wins, at least you are sure will be able to represent your country properly in any shade or form. Go and watch the speeches of Ghanaian presidents. You will see them speak about policies. In Nigeria, we don't talk about policies. It's always we're talking today about cows, tomorrow we're talking about religion, tomorrow we're talking about which I do, we don't do. Anyway. I think I've said enough. Now I need to write. I'm going to start typing very shortly. Nigeria must be dissolved for Africa to regain. If you can dissolve it, why not? Look, I don't discuss what I lack the capacity to do. So there is no point. Okay? I still believe that I personally can make the Nigeria of today work in a way that nobody will feel left out. I've just told you, why are people agitating? Do you think the Biafrans would want to leave Nigeria normally if everything was going well? Look at Lagos. In Lagos, the Igbos probably control the economy of Lagos today. In fact, I'm sure they do. But who cares? I just told you that if I want to buy any equipment now, I go to OK Japan in Computer Village in Ikeja. I don't care where it comes from. Let everybody be. Let everybody develop at their own pace. Dele Momodu Døn, how are you? Let everybody develop at their own pace. Don't slow me down for anybody. Don't slow me down. Oshibajo is in Aso Rock and he's doing very well. He's doing whatever assignment his boss gives him. He can't do more than that. You can't blame him if they are not using him, to maximum capacity. No country is perfect. But today, in West Africa, I think against all odds, Ghana will be one of the ideal countries that we have. And that's why you see everybody's going there. That's why everybody's going there. Everything you find in Europe, in America, they bring first to Ghana before they go elsewhere. It tells you something. The business climate. Ghanaians and Nigerians fight all the time. We disagree all the time. So I'm not saying Ghana is perfect, but I'm saying, one, if you're talking about leadership, I respect the resolve of Ghanaians to have very, very well-educated, experienced, exposed leaders. And theirs is not a one-party state. They have opposition leader who would challenge the president. In Nigeria, we have only Buhari who is not challenged by anybody. Even PDP is not challenging Buhari. That's why Buhari is so powerful today. You can't blame him. If somebody gives you that kind of power, you will take it. So a country must have a leader of opposition. And that should have been President Goodluck Jonathan. I wrote it last week. He should have been the leader. He should have occupied that position immediately and keep Buhari on his toes. And what did Buhari do? Very smart move. I don't know who taught him to do that. That's one smart move. He quickly got Jonathan to his side and got the African Union or whatever to make him a special envoy to Mali to go and be discussing, keep him very busy so he will not have time for Buhari at home. You need a leader of opposition in any country. If you don't have one, then the leadership can do whatever they like. And that's what Buhari is doing. There is nobody to challenge him. Jerry Ikeji, without me just being lucky, you can never make it in Nigeria. That's not true. There is no luck. My father died when I was 13 in 1973. My father died. I was left with a poor, illiterate mother who had to struggle all the way. I was an errand boy at CSS bookshops in Ile-Ife. I was a village teacher in Ile-Ife. I was a library attendant at the Ezekiel Oluwasami Library in Ile-Ife. Okay? I've had to work, and work. There is no luck. Okay? I came to Lagos at the age of 28 with a master's degree. In 1988, I came to Lagos and I had to struggle to get a job, and I got one at the African Concord magazine. So if you want me to tell you the story of my life, if you don't know it, you can also kindly Google it. I'll be very grateful. Go and read about me. There's no luck in my life. Yes, God has been kind to me. God bless my hard work. Like Chief M.K. Abiola used to say, hard work is prayer in action. So please, let people stop saying somebody is lucky. If luck is everything, then all of us will be lucky. Okay? God gave me the ability to determine what I love doing. You must love what you are doing. Why did I consider running again? No. Because I know what it entails. If the leadership of one of the two mainstream parties decide to adopt some people and I am considered, that's a different thing. But I will just wake up, the little money I'm struggling, I'm using to pay my last son's school fees, to pay my family, to run my business, I want to put on politics. No. It doesn't work like that. So first, there must be a consensus that yes, Dele, we need you. We know your pedigree. We know you are a self-accomplished man. We know you know everybody in Nigeria. We know you can bring peace to Nigeria. We know you can unite Nigeria. We know you will not punish any Nigerian unduly. We want to adopt you. We think you are the candidate. Like Babangida described, is what the next president of Nigeria should look like last week. A lot of people were calling me. I was flying from London. A lot of people were calling me and saying, oh, they think he's talking about you. I don't think so. But yes, some of the descriptions he gave would look like a Dele Momodu. But there are so many people in Nigeria who are much better than me. I'm humble enough to admit it, that there are better people than me, but I know that I am good for the job if given the opportunity. But I'm not going to go out of my way to go and waste my time, waste my resources, my energy. I'm not getting any younger. I'm 61 already, and I have plans. I want to leave a legacy. If God gives me long life, I want to leave a legacy. That's all. And someone is saying, Sheung Johnson, thank you. So IBB really was talking about you, actually. But a lot of people don't understand that game. A lot of people don't understand that game. So it goes beyond IBB talking about me. Now, let the young people who feel that they have been messed up by our leaders, let them come together and also decide that, okay, it's about you. I shouldn't be the one running yo-yo. When the old men see that I have the backing of the younger folks, nobody will tell them before they will reach out and say, okay, I think we should leave these people to choose that. That's how it works. But put my name out there now, for you will see 1 million people who will fight. You will see 100,000 people will say yes, it is. So you cannot win in democracy like that. So it's time for me to go. I think because I have 2,000 words to write before evening, and I think thank you, Adeoye. Adibi, yes, I think so too, that I've said enough today. What's the job of the Vice President of Nigeria? I've been telling you, the job of the Vice President of Nigeria normally is supposed to be in charge of the economic team, which I believe Osinbajo has been, but he may not be as effective as he would wish, because if the man at the top still does not approve of certain things, there is nothing he can do. Also, there are no specific constitutional roles that are substantial enough for the Vice President of Nigeria. He doesn't have enough, so he has to wait. He cannot resign. When people say resign, have you resigned from your job just because you are not happy with what is going on in your company? No, if that's how people resign, nobody will have a job. People say he has not resigned. Every day I hear this thing. So when he resigns, then so that Nikon people will come and take over again. It's not as simple as that. Let him manage himself. Let him acquire experience. At least now he has less than 2 years. So in 2 years' time, when he comes back, if he's not the next president, at least we can benefit from his memoirs. He will be able to tell us what happened. In America, people are, you can see that Mike Pence and, what's his name? President Donald Trump, they were the exact opposite. What Trump wanted the man to do, the man was just managing himself until they got out of the place. But he didn't abuse Trump, he didn't attack him, he managed himself, and that is in a place where the system works, unlike Nigeria, where things are different. It's not as simple as that. Oh, you look forward to my presidency, amen. Amen. Maybe your prayer will ignite it. Seriously speaking, I know I will make a fantastic president. I've interacted with presidents globally. And I know that, look, Nigeria will be even a lot easier. The first thing you need is to have love in your heart. Nigerian leaders don't have love for anything or anybody. If you have love in your heart, you will achieve a lot. In fact, people will be willing to do things for you. I knew of very powerful people who were ready to support Buhari in 2015, but when they saw the direction and everything, everybody just started running away small by small, saying, these ones are not serious. The first week Buhari came, if you see the excitement, even the rich people, even some of those people who felt that Buhari's presidency would not favor them, they were ready to make the sacrifice for Nigeria. I know for a fact. And I've written about it in the past. But when they saw the direction and they can see that it's the same old system, everybody started migrating and looking for elsewhere where they can manage their lives in the next either 4 or 8 years of Buhari presidency. That's what happened. Today, the last few months or whatever of Buhari's presidency, a lot can still be done if we are ready. What can we do to make it a reality? It's what we are doing here, talking to ourselves. So go and get registered, go and join one of the 2 major political parties, and then from within, start talking about it. If you have a chance, write about me, write about what you know, write about why you think Nigeria needs. It doesn't have to be me. But look at the attributes of a Dele Momodu. Look at, I'm not perfect, but look at his way of life. Look at how he has been able to manage resources from nothing. When we started Ovation in 1996, we needed £150,000 to start. We could not raise more than 20,000. And yet, against all odds, my bank manager at National Westminster Bank in London, a white lady said, no, you cannot do it, it's not possible. Today, Ovation is 25 years plus. That's what a country needs. You need a prudent manager of resources, and a very conscientious manager of men and women. That's what you need. But not somebody who is just angry, bitter at the whole world. When a man is bitter, nothing good can come out of you. You must have a pure mind towards everybody. You must be relaxed. You must see a leader. A leader must exude so much confidence and joy, happiness, prosperity. The spirit must be willing. It is well. It is well. It is well. It is well. Kábíyèsí o, Olúwa o, ẹ̀yin Jésù Kristi, ọba ara ikú. Thank you, Ọmọlàbákẹ́ Adénáyẹ. Thank you so much. Ẹ gbéga o, ẹ̀yin Jésù o, ẹ̀yin Jésù Kristi, ọba ara ikú. Ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ nínú mi dùn, ayọ̀kúnnú ọkàn mi. Ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ nínú mi dùn, ayọ̀kúnnú ọkàn mi, nítorí pé torí mo ní Jésù. Ayọ̀kúnnú ọkàn mi, torí mo ní Jésù lólùwà. Ayọ̀kúnnú ọkàn mi. Kí ló mú tọ̀ mí wá o? Ohun rere ló mú tọ̀ mí wá. Kí ló mú tọ̀ mí wá o? Ohun rere ló mú tọ̀ mí wá. Ó lé ikú ọgbó, ó ó lé àrùn wọlé, ó wá sọ bànújẹ́ mi dayọ̀, rere ló mú tọ̀ mi wá. Tàbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ o, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni. Ẹ bá mi gbórúkọ rẹ̀ o, èmi ni tí ń jẹ́ èmi ni, olórúkọ ńlá, èmi ni má ṣe bẹ̀rù. Ẹ bá mi gbórúkọ bàbá, èmi ni tí ń jẹ́ èmi ni, olórúkọ ńlá, èmi ni má ṣe bẹ̀rù. Àwa yìn Ọlọ́run wa o, àwa ń jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ pé ìwọ lolúwa o. Okay, before I go, I saw a question I will answer. Labake Ogunnowo, why two party? I've always preferred two party. This is one of the things that they have used against us, and why the young ones will never win election is the proliferation of political parties in Nigeria. When you have about 98 candidates vying for the same position, so even that ballot paper alone, you will need to go there when you want to vote and be searching. You will see APC at the top. Before you will get to PDP, maybe it will be number 50 something. A lot of the illiterates may not even have the patience to look through. Okay? It makes it more difficult. That's number one. Number two, with a two-party system, you know that it's either party A or party B. So all of us, we don't have a choice but to work for our party. Imagine if it's only APC or PDP. Showore would have to be in one of the parties, and he would have to work so hard and make sure he gets a ticket. But if he goes to a party where he's the one who will make himself a presidential candidate, trust me, he's going nowhere. Nothing is going to happen. That's the truth. I've told him repeatedly that it is not going to happen. Nobody is going to respect that party. Nobody. Look, I started from Labour Party, and Labour Party should have been the easiest of all the parties. I was of the opinion that, the existing parties were too corrupt, too useless, too hopeless and everything, too incompetent, and that we needed to galvanize the workers into a workers' party. And I went to London and I joined hands with the British Labour Party, and some people there were helping us in policy formations in the area of agriculture, education, housing, transport, and everything, which we don't normally discuss in our own politics in Nigeria. I was doing what Nigerians ordinarily would not do. But my people back home in Nigeria were not interested. They were interested in doing it as it has been done repeatedly, and they have failed repeatedly. If we have two parties, it forces us to focus. But where you have 98 political parties or more, nothing is going to happen. And what will happen only is that you will just have people who will say, I was a presidential candidate. And to me, that is irrelevant. I left Labour Party when I thought they were not serious and moved to Gani Fawehinmi's party, National Conscience Party, where I am till now. But I am telling you, there is no way National Conscience Party will win the presidency of Nigeria. That's the truth. I've told my people, we can win other elections, local, state elections, and other, we can win other elections in our individual constituencies, but national election, no way. We do not have money to even open offices in every local government to start with. We do not have money to pay our agents nationwide. So how are you going to win election? If Showore wins in all the local governments in Nigeria, it does not have the money and the capacity to even man each of those polling stations and to ensure that his votes are not stolen. So how are you going to win? You are just going to lose and then complain as usual that you were rigged out. So unless you are not going through the democratic process, there is no way, there is no chance for any of us, no matter how brilliant we are. If Donald Duke or Peter Obi or Kingsley Moghalu or Fashola or Shibajo, if they don't have that platform, Buhari could not win in ANPP, Buhari could not win in CPC. Buhari had to join forces with other people to form APC. That's how he won. That's what I've been telling people. In fact, that's the best answer. It's the best answer. People must realign, okay, and join forces with bigger parties. And don't let anybody tell me that a party is useless. What makes up a party are human beings, not spirits, not angels, and not demons. It's a combination of every one of us, because politics is a game of number. So if you say, oh, they are corrupt parties, I can't join them, then it means you are going to import your own angels from heaven to come and vote for you. And politics doesn't work that way. Thank you. Yes, Emeka Ekwe, yeah. It must be between the two major parties. It doesn't matter what they are called, whether PDP or APC, because you don't know, maybe in the next few months, they may decide to break up, implode, and then form new alignments and all that. I don't know. But it must be between two top parties. Anything outside those ones, you are not going to win. Oh, people will give you an example of Emmanuel Macron in France. Rubbish. Nigeria is not France. We're not ready. Our democracy is not yet as advanced as that. No. Quote me on that, please. Thank you, Basil Egida. Thank you so much. Ololade Vicky Obe, how are you? Thank you so much. Shola Abraham. Follow Shele. Thank you. Thank you. You are right. Good leadership starts from having genuine love for the people. That's it. If you have love for your people, you won't steal their money. If you have love for people, you won't lock them up in prison because they are not in your party. If you don't have love for your people, you won't lie against people and say they stole billions when you know that it's a lie, it's propaganda. Or you keep them perpetually, floating, and you don't try them. You don't. So if somebody has stolen billions, what's the best thing for you to do? You take the person to court, and if the money is there, you take it away and use it for the benefit of the country. How do you seize people's properties and for 6 years you don't touch it until we all forget about it and all those things will disappear? Something is wrong with us. Something is wrong. It's lack of love. Do care. I'm not able to play do care. They are going to ban me. The Facebook and something and Instagram will just ban me if I try it. So let's just be doing our dry run like this. Yeah, people will continue to use poverty as an industry to enslave people. Yes, that's why we need two parties. When you have two parties, so it will not be something that they can use excessively to our disadvantage, because the small parties don't have the money to give the people. That's why I was saying that someone like Omoyele and all of them, they are the disadvantage. They don't have the money to go and spread to the people. But if it's limited to only two parties, as long as you have a ticket, you have a chance. Just a minute, please. It's from Nairobi. I must pick it. Hello, Ilu the second. Hello? Ilu the second, how are you? Oh, I'm very fine. I'm live on Instagram and Facebook. But I saw your call. I said I must pick it. Oh, that's true. I think he's still there. I don't think he has left. If you call Kolade, I think he's still there. Okay, I will send you his number. I will send you his number. Yes. No. Right away. I will send you his number. I'm sorry about that. It's true. Because I gave him Kolade's number, and when he got to Nairobi, they linked up immediately. I'll send his number to you now. I'll send it to you now. No, because he needed some shoes and things like that. He knew the second. Okay, I am sorry. Don't worry. No, we can't enter Kenya and not come and pay homage. Don't worry. I will tell him to expect your call as well. I'll call him now and tell him to expect your call. But I'll send his number to you now. No problem. Take care. Bye. Yeah. You see what I was saying? A Kenyan is calling me from Kenya now, that they heard that Richard Mufedamijo is in Kenya and I didn't tell them, and so I'm apologizing, I'm sorry, and so I'll just send the number to them and also call RMD to expect. You see, that's the thing. We're not anywhere in the world, Australia, China, anywhere. Come and talk to us. We will give links, we will have links. But how do you have leaders who don't even know anybody anywhere? So what would they do? you know. My life. My life. Please bear with me. Just 1 second. 1 second. RMD. Olúwa, ẹ tóbi o, ẹ tóbi. Yes, so that's the way it is. That's the way it is. We must continue. It might be shooting now. RMD Baba. RMD Baba. How are you? I can see you are rocking Kenya. You are rocking. Yes. Oh, are you still in Kenya? There is some powerful friends of mine who must meet you before you go to the airport. I've sent the number to you, and I've also sent your number to them. They will call you in a moment. So try and see them. Okay. Take good care of yourself. Take care. Okay. And have a safe flight. Bye. So that's what leadership entails. You must be able to link leaders to leaders, you know. Anywhere in the world, there is nowhere. Go to South Africa, go anywhere, we would have links there. But Nigeria suddenly became like a local champion. All we discuss, cow. It's annoying. Every news, bad news. You know? So, it's a shame. It's a big shame. Michael Akidoye, how are you? They know we can do it. Everybody knows. There is nobody in Nigeria, there is no leader. And I'm telling you, I've been interacting with Nigerian leaders since 1982. All the Adisa Akinloyes, the Richard Akinjides, Chief Awolowo, I've met everybody since I was a young man. And I've studied them. And everybody knows. That's why Ovation has remained successful as a brand. Because they know our capacity. They know any project we undertake, we must do it well. And it must be of high quality. It's very important. Very, very important, you know. So, that's the way it is. Let me see. Just a minute, please. I need to quickly call my friend back. Okay. I think they must be talking already. Yeah. So, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. We must play our part and leave the rest to Nigeria and to God. There is nothing more we can do. But as for me, I'm not desperate for anything. I've always said it. I'm not. If Nigeria allows us to do what is right and just, we will do it. If they don't, maybe in our next life, if we come back to Nigeria, we'll be able to do it. You know. I don't think decrease or anything. It's about the leadership. Chief Abela used to tell us that if you want to know if a fish is bad, you smell the head. If the head is bad, then you throw away the body. That's what is happening in Nigeria. We just need that one man who knows his onions, who is capable, who is able, who is visionary, who is educated, who is tolerant, who is loving and caring, you know, a man who can embrace mankind, embrace humanity, a man with a heart of gold. That's all. That's all. So, I think we have to Please, I'm reading that COVID is back, full force. Please let us pray and let us be more careful. Your Excellency, have you spoken to him? Hello? Oh, please call. Oh, I've sent your number to him because he's leaving today at 6 o'clock. Yeah, so please call, and I don't know where he's going next. So, but please call him now or send him a message that I gave you his contact. Yes. Okay. Take care. Okay. Take care. Bye bye. Yeah. So let's allow you today. I don't know why today feels like Saturday, maybe because I'm in Ghana and I've not stepped out of this house for 2 days. So yeah, let's end it here. You will read more from me tomorrow morning, inshallah, on the pages of this day newspaper. The Boss newspaper will carry it. The Parrot newspaper in Ibadan will carry it. The Yes will carry it. I'm sure other publications will carry it. And the discussion continues. God bless you all. God bless your family. Know it that I love you. I love every Nigerian equally, passionately, and I have maximum respect for the brains of Nigerians. We're very brilliant people. May the good Lord continue to protect us all. Goodbye. Oh, someone is here. Let's see quickly. Nigeria can never progress because of the born-to-rule attitude of the northern Nigeria. Of course, Nigeria can never progress because of the self-doubt of people like you who feel nothing good can come out of Nigeria. If people suffer from inferiority complex, of course, people will continue to oppress you. But if your oppressors know that you will reject it, then one day they will stop. That's all. Yeah, thank you, Deji. God bless you. So let's stop doubting our abilities and, who made the so-called hawks? We did, by allowing them to exist. Yeah, so that's it, Otumba Samson. That's the answer. I should talk about Tinubu. What do you want me to say about Tinubu? It's been rumored that he wants to be president of Nigeria. It is his right, legitimate right. So, but I don't know if he truly wants to run. The last time I met him was last year, so I haven't seen him this year. So I visited him last year, and we had very lengthy discussions. So, but I don't know. Currently, I was in London last week, but I wasn't able to see him. So I saw his picture with Buhari last night. So people were carrying rumor that he's dead. He's not. He's alive. He's alive, and I'm sure he's doing fine. I think he had a knee injury or something, but that's normal. A lot of people go through that. So So we go in peace. Thank you so much. God bless you all.